Don't get me wrong, knowledge is vital. But sometimes you got to just put knowledge on the back burner and go and do other stuff first. Here's what I mean. I was pretty excited when I got this YouTube comment because it illustrates something where, on the surface, it totally makes sense. It really does. And I commend this person. I'm glad that they're hungry for knowledge. But given their situation, and maybe a situation that you kind of consider yourself in, knowledge is not what they need right now. And getting this knowledge is taking up their time. But time is very limited. Time is right, it's the most valuable commodity out there. So what are you actually using your time with? And I get it. It's right now it sounds really goofy. Wait, Clay, you're saying not to spend your time getting knowledge? Yes. In this situation, that's exactly what I'm saying. So let's get to this comment and maybe you'll see where I'm headed with this. But it's definitely something that needs to be considered in regards to all kind of time management situations. So this person says, I apologize and will stop. And I'm broke for now, yet extremely hungry for knowledge, so I'm in a tough position. When I do get the money, I'll definitely come back and check you out. So do you see their situation? They're what? They're broke. They don't have any money. And that's great that they're after knowledge. That's great that they're trying to get all this knowledge. And the reason they were apologizing is because they kept going and going and going. And I'm trying to point out to this person, hey, listen, you're getting way too far ahead of yourself. Slow down. You have other priorities higher on the list right now. And the big priority here is you need money. Yes, all the knowledge about the markets and all this is great. Your mindset should be at a place of, hey, I want to grow wealth. I want to grow money. But in this person's situation, it became very evident, and that's why they kind of apologized. Sorry, you're right, and then they admitted they needed to go and do some other things, and then they'd come back. But you have all this knowledge. Let's say I have all this knowledge. I know how to grow my wealth, and I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to watch out for. And you have all this knowledge on how to grow money, but you're broke. Does that knowledge do anything for you? No, it doesn't do anything for you. Now, I realize you could argue, well, actually, Clay, because you now have that knowledge, you'll want to go out there and make the money. And that is true, but that's not the situation that this person was in. So in this unique situation, they were just gung-ho, in their words, hungry for knowledge and getting all this knowledge. And I was trying to say, listen, I get it. You want to learn and you want to keep learning, and that's great. But you have enough knowledge right now. And the knowledge, all the knowledge that you need at this point in time is the markets are a great way to grow your wealth. That's it. You don't need to know anything else about the markets other than they're a great way to grow your wealth. So now go get that money. And when you have the money and come back, now you can be like, okay, I understand the general idea of knowledge that this is great to grow your wealth, but how do you now actually grow your wealth? And then you start to consume the knowledge. And now you have the money to put that into action. But to sit there and learn and gain all this knowledge, it doesn't do you any good if you don't have any money in the first place. So spend your time getting money. Then come back and focus on the knowledge part. Because knowledge, I know all the knowledge. I know how swords are made. I know the proper technique. I know all that stuff. Okay, let me see your sword. Oh, well, I don't have a sword. Okay, well, that's great. You have all this knowledge on swords and fighting styles and all that sort of stuff, but you don't even have a sword. Maybe your time would be better spent learning the general idea that a sword can be very handy, and then you go and get a sword, and then you can start to learn more about it. So keep your priorities in order. You don't want to be too gung-ho. And it's tricky. Like I said, that's awesome. I'm glad this person is hungry for knowledge, but sometimes people's hunger for knowledge puts them way, way, way too far ahead of where they actually need to be in the near term. And for this person, hey, let's just first focus on becoming unbroke, and then you can focus more so on this knowledge that this person was after. So just keep that in mind with whatever you're really striving after in life. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.